Sometimes you gotta let them go. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own. I know the scars got you feeling all alone. I know it's hard, but you gotta let them go. Say it with me, everything is okay, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. But you gotta let them go. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own. Yeah, on your own, yeah. All these feelings kept, I wanna be over it, but something deep inside makes me feel alone again. They were in my life, never got that closure yet. Push the pain aside, it's heavy when I'm sober, yeah. Turn my thoughts off.
What's going on, everyone? It's Coach Ed here, and today we're going to be watch along with the New York Liberty and the Seattle Storm in WNBA action. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. I really appreciate you guys tapping in. I'm really excited about this. This is another Liberty event that I'm bringing to you guys, and I hope you guys are ready for the ride along. So thanks, Mitch. Thanks for tapping in. You have a great stream yourself, brother. But right now, the New York Liberty and the Seattle Storm, they're both coming off of a win. Seattle, most recently, they just won against the Washington Mystics. They actually beat the Mystics for their first win, 84-75. So far on the season, the Storm are actually 1-2. Now, in terms of their positioning in the league, I'm actually going to start with their team stats. They brought in some new talent into Seattle. You brought in Nneka Ogwumike, who came over from the Los Angeles Sparks, and Skylar Diggins-Smith, who came over from the Phoenix Mercury. Now, right now, in terms of the statistics, Nneka is actually 10 rebounds. Joel Lloyd is second with 18 points. Skylar is third at 16.7, and Izzy Megabor is fourth at 13 points per game. Now, in terms of the league, scoring, New York actually is leading the league with 92.7 points per game. Seattle is seventh at 82.3 points per game. So I'm definitely looking for a lot of high action scoring today out of both teams. It's going to be very interesting. Seattle is leading the league with rebounds at 42.7 rebounds per game. And the Liberty, let's see where the Liberty are at. The Liberty are sixth in the league at 36 rebounds per game. So both teams are going to do their job, do their due diligence in terms of hitting the boards. And already the game is already started. New York already has the first bucket, and Seattle is Skylar Diggins-Smith just drove the lane, and she hit the basket, and she drew a foul. So first basket was drawn by Breanna Stewart, which was to be expected. And now Skylar Diggins-Smith is actually at the line, ready to hit her free throw. She missed, and there's a rebound by the Liberty. Ball is being brought up by Courtney Vandersloot. That's swung over to Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina drove, and looks like she was fouled by Joel Lloyd, but drive, and she scored. And New York is up 4-2 on Seattle. Skylar Diggins-Smith is bringing the ball over. Screen for Skylar. She's working pick and roll with Mercedes Lewis. Down low to Lewis, and she scored over Sabrina Ionescu. So Sabrina's now bringing the ball up for the Liberty. She's kicking it over to Breanna, who puts the ball up, and she missed. Ball was rebounded by Seattle, and Skylar is now driving. Ball is up. She missed. Rebound by Jonquel Jones. She's bringing the ball up, driving, penetrating in the post. Kick back out to Breanna Stewart over to Courtney Vandersloot, trying to set up the pick and roll, have the pick and roll, trying to set up kick across to Jonquel Jones, and she hits the deep three, and New York is now up 7-4. Skylar Diggins-Smith now has the ball up over to Mercedes Lewis, over to Ezzy, and she Magnaboard threw the ball out of bounds. So it's a turnover to New York right now. So actually, Nneka Umugunge is not playing today. So New York just brought the ball down. Courtney Vandersloot into the lane, kick over to Sabrina. Sabrina, she missed the shot, got into the lane but missed the shot. Rebounded by Jules. Kick over to Ezzy. Jewel now back with the ball. Deep three, miss. Rebound by Jonquel Jones. She's kicked the ball up over to Sabrina into the paint and kicked over from Breanna Stewart. That was kicked over then to, and there's the shot. New York is up actually 9-4. That last shot was actually hit by, and New York's playing some suffocating defense. That's what I'm looking at here. But the last basket was actually scored by Breanna Laney. Seattle was trying to get the ball down low, and New York's closed the lane, and it looks like it's a turnover by Seattle. Ball is brought up by Courtney over to Breanna Stewart into the lane, and she missed the shot. Rebound by Jewel Lloyd. Got the pick and roll, attacking Jonquel Jones, and she hits the fadeaway, and Seattle is now down 9-6. Courtney Vandersloot brings the ball up. She's being guarded by Mercedes Lewis. They're trying to set up the mismatch, and it was a turnover by Breanna, and it was picked off by Jewel Lloyd. Now Jewel Lloyd has the ball, working the pick and roll with Mercedes Lewis. Ball down low to Ezzy, and rebound by Jonquel Jones. Breanna Stewart is bringing the ball up over the half-court line, over to Jonquel Jones, and back to Breanna Stewart. Kick back out to at the top of the three-point line to Jonquel Jones, and it looks like there's either a turnover or a foul. So New York now turns the ball over, and it's going to Seattle. And quickly, Coach Brondella is calling. Looks like she's calling for, who is she sending in? She sent in Kayla Thornton. Kayla Thornton is now in the game. And ball inbounded to Skylar Diggins-Smith. Skylar is guarded by Kayla Thornton. There was a pick and roll, switch over to Mercedes. Now ball kicked over to Jewel Lloyd, who kicks the ball over out of bounds. Shot was out of bounds. And the ball is now going over to, shot was out of bounds by Victoria Vivens. New York now has the ball, and Sabrina Nescu is bringing the ball up. Kicked over to Jonquel Jones and into the paint and in for the two. Vivian's tried to draw a foul, but ended up on the ground. Skylar Diggins-Smith guarded by Kayla Thornton. There's a turnover over to Sabrina, and from Sabrina to Breanna, and cutting into the lane was Breanna Stewart. Good give and go, and New York now is up 13-6, and there's a timeout by Seattle. So right now, New York is being very aggressive in terms of the ball movement. It's a little sloppy play on both teams right now. But New York is taking advantage of the opportunities, moving the ball around. So right now, I'm going to go back into the chat. I really appreciate everyone being here. Mitch said, "Hi, what's up later earlier? What's up, Daniel? Thanks for tapping in, brother. I always appreciate your sports. Sleeper Storms Media. Is there no audio on your broadcast? Uh, Also, are you getting the aerial camera view? I got the Fever game on, and there's no commentator speaking right now. I don't play the audio because of copyright and issues with YouTube, so that's why it's a watch along, and I just tell you what I'm seeing and react to that. Omokule is out with an ankle injury for Seattle, and Nika is out there with the visa issue. Um, okay, I got what you're saying. Free Nika. What's up, Gregor? Thanks for tapping. Appreciate it. You being here. Too bad for the Knicks. They'll be back next year. I know. It was still a good year overall. I know some fans don't want to hear that, but I'm on to the Liberty now. So, but again, so far it's a good game so far. I mean, like I said, a little turnovers, a little sloppy play, but New York is starting to get into a feel of it, and hopefully they'll continue to grow. Now it's been pretty much 22 of you here in the chat. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys tap into and hit the like button. Hit the like button for Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, and also the Hardcore Sports Network. I really appreciate you guys. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to each channel. Hit the notification button so you know when content is created. And also make sure you subscribe on all your social media platforms. It really helps us out. It's free. Again, it really helps us out immensely. So, but we're going to be coming back to live action in a little bit. They're just showing a little bit of replay of Breanna with her most recent shot. What's up, Jacob? I really appreciate you tapping in, brother. So, but right now, just waiting for the action. They're doing a little commentary with Tina Servacio. So, and it looks like they're talking about Breanna. But again, when we come back, it'll be Breanna, Kayla Thornton, Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, and I don't know who's playing at the center. I don't know if it's going to be John Quell or someone else. So, but they're going to be inbounding the ball, and Breanna is going to be guarding on Jewel Lloyd. Ball's inbounded to Skylar Diggins-Smith. She's bringing the ball up against Kaler. Pick and roll. And switched over. Jewel Lloyd is being guarded by Breanna Stewart. And now Izzy Megabor is guarded by Kayla Thornton. And she's working and with the shot, and she missed it. Rebound by Jonquel Jones. Sabrina is now bringing the ball up and looking to get the ball over to Kayla Thornton, up to Jonquel Jones, and around to Sabrina with a deep three. And she missed the three. Rebound by Breanna and Breanna Stewart with another three, and she missed the 3-point. So balls looks like it's out of bounds. Looks like it's a foul on New York. So looks like the foul will be on Sabrina Ionescu. I just recently saw her say her name. So Skylar Diggins-Smith now bring the ball up, guarded by Kayla Thornton, and trying to set up Joel Lloyd. Double team. Lloyd is guarded by Breanna Stewart. Skylar Diggins-Smith with the ball. Deep three, rebounded by Kayla Thornton. Sabrina now bringing the ball up in the post to Breanna, and she's tacking the lane, and she missed the shot because she was double teamed. Skylar Diggins-Smith with the rebound, pushing the pace, and with down the lane, and with the layup there. So 13-8, New York. Sabrina Ionescu with the ball. Brought the ball up over to Jonquel Jones to Kayla Thornton. Kayla Thornton is attacking the lane, and she put the shot up, and it rimmed out. Rebound by Mercedes Lewis over to Skylar Diggins-Smith with the pick and roll, and over to Izzy Megabor down the lane and blocked by Jonquel Jones. Good job, good defensive rotation by Jonquel Jones to get over and block the shot. So ball's out of bounds, so it'll still be Seattle's ball. And just waiting for the play to come back up. And ball's inbound to Izzy. Izzy over to Jewel Lloyd, who's guarded by Breanna Laney. And the ball is deflected by Breanna. Turnover to New York. Breanna brings the ball up over to Sabrina and with the shot, and she's fouled. So Sabrina's going to the line to shoot two. 3:04 left in the first quarter. In the game now for New York is actually Naira Sabally. So she's probably in for Jonquel Jones. Just waiting to see who she's in for, if it's Jonquel or Breanna Stewart. And she's in for Jonquel. First shot by Sabrina is up and good, 14-8 New York. Sabrina has one more shot to go and has the ball. And ball is up, and it's good. New York now is up 15-8. Ball is inbounded to Sammy Wickham, former New York. She's now bringing the ball up over half court, guarded by Sabrina Ionescu. Into Izzy, back to Sammy, back to Sammy with the deep three, missed, rebound by Sammy Wickham with the pick and roll, into the high-low, into Wickham, ball's deflected and out of bounds off of New York. So the ball, Seattle has 6 seconds left on the shot clock, 2:47 left in the first quarter, 15-8 New York with the lead. So right now, the ball is inbounded, and they're calling a foul on Naira Sabally on the inbound. So it looks like it was Jewel Lloyd with the shot attempt, and Naira got her with the foul. So Jewel Lloyd will go to the line shooting two. 2:46 left in the first quarter right now. So Lloyd with her first shot, takes a bounce, and there's the shot, and it's good. So it's 15-9 right now with New York with the lead. Jewel Lloyd getting set for her second shot. There's her bounce, and the ball is up, and it is good. So it is now 15-10, New York with the 5-point lead. 2:40 and counting. Sabrina Ionescu with the ball, brought it up over to Breanna Laney, back to Sabrina, and to Breanna Stewart, who was cutting in the back door and with the layup. So 17-8 New York. Seattle bringing the ball up over to Izzy. Izzy has the ball, tried to get down court on New York, and rebound. Sabrina kicked it out to Breanna Stewart, and the ball is deflected. And okay, Seattle tried to get the ball up to Izzy. Izzy got sloppy, stolen by Sabrina, kicked the ball down court to Kayla Thornton for the two. Sammy Whitcomb brought the ball up for Seattle, worked the pick and roll to Izzy Megabor, who hit the deep three. So right now it's 19-3 New York. Sabrina brought the ball up, worked the left baseline, kicked the ball over to Breanna Laney with this drive into the lane, spin move, and with the layup, 21-8 New York, 1:28 on the clock. Sammy Whitcomb bringing the ball up, guarded by Sabrina, across the line, half-court line, working over to the left baseline, got the screen, and into the lane, kicked over to the right wing, back to Sammy. Sammy's working the left baseline, trying to set up Izzy with the high-low, and overthrew her. And Naira Sabally, because the ball was going out of bounds, it would have went straight to New York, and she tried to get it and off her hands, and Seattle still has the ball. So, but we're waiting this for the setup. They're just showing a replay of the steal for New York down to Kayla Thornton. And the ball is inbounded to Sammy Whitcomb, and it was a 24-second violation. So New York is now getting the ball. They're going to get it on in the backcourt on the right sideline, Inbounded to Sabrina. New York is up 21-13 with 59 seconds on the clock. Sabrina kicked over to Naira. Over to who's that? Back to Sabrina. Sabrina with the screen, and she hit the on the left baseline. She hit the fadeaway. New York is up 23-13. Skylar Diggins-Smith with the drive and drove down the lane, missed it. Ball rebounded by Kennedy Burke, and on drive, Kennedy Burke is driving. Kicked over to Kayla Burton on the right wing. Kayla drove into the lane, went up for the shot, and she is fouled. And she's going to be going to the line with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. New York 23 up 23-13. They're doing a good job with the ball movement, playing good physical and aggressive defense, deflecting passes to create the turnovers. So right now, New York is Kayla is at the line with her first free throw, took her bounces. There's the shot, and it's good. New York is now up 24-13. In looking at the stats for the season so far, Seattle does cause a lot of turnovers, so that's why New York is getting a lot of deflections. Thornton with her second shot is up, and New York is now up by 12, 25-13. Ball is inbounded to Skylar Diggins-Smith, who crossed the half-court line. Got the pick and roll with Mercedes Lewis over to Vivian, and got the Sabrina up to the side, to the step, and shot is good. So Seattle is now down 25-15 New York. 9 seconds and counting. Over to Naira. Sabrina with the deep three, and she missed the shot. And there is the ball is deflected around, and looks like the shot was in at the end of the end of the first quarter. New York looks like they're up 27-15. I know they're going to go review it to see if she got the shot off at the last second. And ball is up and off. And that last shot was scored by Leona Fibish, one of the new players for the Liberty. So, so far, New York right now is up at the end of the first quarter, 27-15 on the Seattle Storm. So New York is, like I said, they're doing a good job of moving the ball around. Also being aggressive in terms of getting deflections to get out on and run on Seattle. But both teams, are working the pick and roll. And both are a little bit sloppy, like I said earlier, with the deflections. But New York is capitalizing against Seattle. So New York right now at the end of the first quarter is up again 27-15. In the first quarter. So just putting up the score on the banner so you guys can have it there. And again, New York right now is doing a good job. They're like I said, they're number one in the league in terms of points per game at 92 a game. So that's what I expect for them to continue to do is be aggressive, get deflections, get out and run, and also get good ball movement. So Luke Sample, thanks for tapping in. It's funny. I mean, favorite colors, black. I've always loved black growing up. Blue and red, kind of that is my high school colors from way back when. I'm an old guy, so but yeah, it just depends on my mood, so if it looks nice on me, enhances me, then I'm good with it. But thanks for asking. So but this year New York again with their second year with their starting five being together, they have a great level of continuity, and it's showing. Seattle with the new players that they're bringing in, they're still trying to gel, in terms of Skylar Diggins-Smith, her running the offense and everyone, getting comfortable with her. I mean, Jewel Lloyd, all-star caliber. I was surprised NECA is not playing today, but she's also another all-star player. Mercedes Lewis at a 6'6", 6'6" low post player. she can definitely score for you. Sammy Whitcomb played for the Liberty. She's definitely a 3-point threat. Good disciplined player in terms of setting up the offense. So, they have some players there who definitely will contribute. Victoria Vivens is one that, I've been watching right now in this game, so I'm going to continue to watch as the game goes on. But New York, already working in a lot of their, reserves. Kennedy Burke has already gotten in. So ball is now inbounded by Seattle over to Skylar Diggins-Smith, who is bringing the ball up. She now has the ball, and she swung it over, got the ball back, and the ball was over to number 23. Don't have a 23 on the roster. So ball is swinging around into the lane, and the ball is points are no good. I don't see what happened. Dooley Medeju. Oh, I think it's a 3-second call. So side out for New York. Inbounds to Courtney Vandersloot, who brings the ball over, guarded by Skylar Diggins-Smith. Over to Courtney Burke. Over to Leone, and then into Jonquel Jones, who's now got the ball. Pick and roll over to Kayla Thornton, and deep 3 ball out of bounds, an air ball by Kayla Thornton that's going over to Seattle. So, but again, New York, like I said, is doing a good job of ball movement, and Seattle is collapsing, especially against Jonquel Jones down low. So, but now the ball is inbounded, and Jewel Smith had the ball in the lane, and she was fouled. So she's going to the free throw line against to get for 2 more shots. So right now you have on the bench is Sabrina. Breanna's on the bench, and in the game, camera's just showing the bench right now, so I know they're talking about Sabrina. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the sound. But side out, it wasn't a shot. So ball into Skylar Diggins-Smith, swung over. The ball's now down to Jewel Loy, who ended up putting the shot over Leone Fabach, and the points are good. 27-17 into Courtney Vandersloot. I'm sorry. She brings it over to Jonquel Jones, and the ball is missed for a 3-pointer, rebounded by Seattle up to Skylar over the half-court line, cross-court to Jewel Smith, missed rebound, and the shot is blocked, and there's a foul on the floor. The rebound was by Joel Lloyd, and let's see what happened. I can't tell what happened, who the foul is on. It just shows a good block by Jonquel Jones. Looks like it was on Seattle. So New York has the ball over, and fine, but she was with the foul, and rebounded by Diggins-Smith. Diggins-Smith over the half-court line. She has the ball, kicked over to, who's number 23? I don't have 23 on Seattle's roster, but it's an air ball. Rebound by Fibich. She brings the ball up over to Courtney Vandersloot, down into the lane into Jonquel Jones, and she was fouled. So I don't know if it's on the floor. Just waiting to see right now if it's on the floor, but looks like it's going to be a side out. Yeah, she got fouled by number 12 for Seattle, Dulcie Fancam. It's a side out, inbounds to Courtney Vandersloot with the pick and roll. Courtney now has it guarded again by Skylar Diggins-Smith. Over to Burke. Kennedy Burke drove the lane. She missed the layup, and the ball is rebounded by Vivian, and she missed the shot, deflected, and over to Courtney. To Skylar Diggins-Smith. She drove the lane, and got the layup and timeout New York. So right now it's 27-19. Seattle is starting to make a little push. Got scored the last 4 points. New York is a little bit sloppy right now, fumbling the passes, deflections, missing shots that they definitely should be hitting. But good job by Seattle staying with it and chipping away and getting the score down now to 8 points. So, but again, good timeout by Coach Rondello to settle the offense down, settle the team down, and then I'm going to wait and see if she's going to make some changes in terms of players. Because that's one of the things I would expect her to do right now is probably make a couple of changes, whether you bring in Sabrina or you bring back Breanna Stewart, because right now in the game you had Breanna Laney, Jonquel Jones, Courtney Vandersloot, Kayla Thornton, and Leonia Fibish. I'm sorry, not Kayla Thornton, Kennedy Burke. So is Coach Rondello going to make a change, to kind of settle the tide and get the team moving again? So what's up, Mike Green? Yeah, exactly. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Mike Green says, "Hey Ed, here to hit the like button and have a great stream." So thank you, and everyone else continue to give great support to what we're bringing here, and continue WNBA action. So this is one or two games this week that I'll be bringing to you. Thursday, I'll also be covering the Liberty versus the Chicago Sky with Angel Reese coming to New York. But now it's about the Liberty and the Storm. Again, 27-19, New York with the lead. But again, I'm expecting New York to get back on track once they hit a bucket and see this ball go into the net. I figure that they're going to settle in and they're going to get back to what they were doing in the first quarter. So, but so far, what are you guys thinking as far as the game? How are you feeling? What are you seeing? What are your thoughts? Make sure you let me know and hit me in the chat. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. So, but. Again, Thursday is also Asian Pacific American Heritage Night. So if you're going to be in Brooklyn, there you go support. But again, when we come back in the second quarter, New York is going to be having the ball. The opening week bright spots, interior D from Jonquel and Stewie, Breanna with her defense, paint toughness, Nyara leading the bench growth is some of their key points that they've noticed from the first week. And I agree with that. Those are some very valid points for New York. So right now, Breanna Stewart is going to be inbounding the ball because she's in the game. I guess we have another official timeout. Trying to wait and see what's happening. Yes, I wish I could hear what's going on. So, but right now, inbounded to Courtney Vandersloot, 7:20 on the clock. She's over the half court line, over to Breanna Laney, over to Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart with a deep three, and the ball went out of bounds. So right now, New York is cold with their shooting. So Seattle's now inbounding, and good defense against the inbounder. Ball's inbounded to Izzy, over to Jewel Lloyd, who crossed the half-court line, over to Izzy Megabor, over to Skylar Diggins-Smith off of the pick and roll. She is guarded by Leonia Fibish, and she pulls up for the deep three, rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Courtney Vandersloot is quickly getting the ball up the court, and she double dribbled, and that's a turnover. Again, sloppy plays by New York right now. They really need to settle in and get back to what they were doing in the first quarter. Good ball movement and not go too fast. I mean, I understand getting the ball up the court quickly to try and create mismatches, but settle down. All right, Skylar Diggins-Smith brings the ball over the half court, guarded by Courtney Vandersloot. Good head fight over the screen. We get the ball to Izzy. move back to the door. Um, Ooh, get over to Vivian and down the lane to Izzy. Breanna Stewart rotated over and she fouled Izzy. I'm sorry, not Izzy. Dulcie Mendez. I'm just going to say Dulcie, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to. I don't want to brutalize her name. First shot is up at the free throw, and she missed it. So 6:24 in the second quarter. When we get back to live action, Dulcie with her second shot, and the ball is up, and she missed both free throws. Rebounded by Breanna Stewart over to Courtney Vandersloot, who's bringing the ball over the half court line, guarded by Jewel Lloyd, over to Sabrina Ionescu, who took a deep three and she missed, but deep rebound over to Courtney, down to Jonquel Jones, and Jonquel Jones up and with a hook shot, and the point is good. So New York is up by 10 again. Jewel Lloyd has the ball inbound, bring the ball up. Good pick and roll and good rotation by New York. Ball kicked across around to over to rebounded by New York. That shot was by Skylar, missed. That was a rebound by Breanna Stewart over to Courtney Vandersloot, who took it down the lane, and it looks like she was fouled. So showing a replay of Jonquel Jones' shot, good footwork, and good hook right into the lane, right at the rim. So, but Courtney, I was inbound over to Courtney. Courtney to Sabrina. Sabrina trying to get the ball down low to Breanna, and she overthrew it out of bounds. So Seattle now gets the basketball. So right now it is 29-19, 5:22 left in the quarter. And there's the drive down by Skylar Diggins-Smith. And ball was deflected by Breanna Stewart, rebounded by Skylar, back down the lane, stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. Courtney now bringing the ball up over to Breanna Laney. Breanna Laney down the lane, and she's bumped by Victoria Vivens. It's going to be a side out. 4:56 left in the quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 29-19 New York. The scoring and the play has slowed down. Again, it's very sloppy by both teams. So Breanna Laney now is inbounding over to that shot was the inbound was over to Sabrina, and who gave it over to Jonquel Jones down the lane, spin move, layup, and a foul. So New York now is up 31-19. So that was a good job with the pick and roll with Sabrina and Jonquel Jones, and then Jonquel with the lay-in, great spin move, foul by looks like Dulcie. And Jonquel's at the line shooting one, and she gets the shot. So it's 32-19, 4:48 on the clock. Inbound to Sammy Whitcombs. Sammy down to Mercedes Lewis. Mercedes Lewis over to Jewel Lloyd, who now is being guarded by Jonquel Jones, double team by Breanna, and deflection by New York. There's a good deflection over to Sabrina, who put the ball down the lane to Breanna Stewart, falling out of bounds, and she stepped out of bounds, so it's a turnover. That was a bad decision by Sabrina. So 4:25 left in the quarter. 32-19, inbounded to Sammy Whitcombs, who's bringing the ball up, and she's across the lane over to, looks like that's Izzy. That's over to Jewel Lloyd, who's guarded by Breanna Laney. Good defense by Breanna, over to Mercedes Lewis, over to Sammy Whitcomb, who's double teamed, and over to Izzy, three-pointer air ball, rebounded by Jonquel Jones, over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the pick and roll, with the drive, and She missed the shot, and she was looking for a foul, and they gave her no foul. And there's a foul on New York on the by Seattle. Looks like it's on Jonquel Jones. So 3:50 left in the quarter, 32-19 for New York. Seattle's going to be inbounding the ball, bringing the ball up. And looks like it's going to be Skylar Diggins-Smith coming in. I don't think the referees are letting her bring it in. There was a technical, it looks like. So technical foul on New York. And Joy Lloyd shot the technical, and she scored 32-20 for New York. Skylar Diggins-Smith is going to be in the game. And the ball is inbounded to Joy Lloyd, who's guarded by Breanna Stewart, over to Mercedes Lewis. And there's the deep three by Sammy Whitcomb, rebounded by Joy Lloyd. And she's fighting to find the spot. Shot, missed, rebound again by Joy Lloyd. And she's in trying to, and the ball went down low and to Izzy. And Izzy made a shot over Jonquel Jones. Bad inbound series. Turnover to Skylar Diggins to Sammy Whitcombs. Missed the shot. Rebound by Breanna Stewart. Breanna's bringing the ball up. She's setting the offense. She's taking control, making sure everyone is set. There's the pick and roll with Jonquel Jones. She's one-on-one with Mercedes Lewis. And she's now just dribbling it out. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Deep three. And out of bounds, rebound by Joy Lloyd, who's bringing the ball up, and she's guarded by Breanna Stewart. Double teamed over to Izzy Megalobor, over to Sammy Whitcombs, and now over to Skylar Diggins-Smith, guarded by Courtney screen pick and roll down to Joy Lloyd, and the ball is up. And it's another shot clock violation. Ball went out of bounds anyway, but it's 32-22 New York, and there's a timeout on the clock. So right now, New York is still trying to get into a rhythm, and Seattle has done a good job of closing this down. And even though they're down 10 points, they were down a little bit. They were down 13 at one point, so they're working hard to get the score down. So they're probably trying to get it under double digits, get before the end of the half, so that way they can have be in great position going into the second half. What's your favorite sport? Basketball? No, my favorite sport actually is football, but I do like basketball. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Liberty fan, so I like all sports. Football, basketball, baseball. So I'm just a sports fan. Again, the score. Thank you, Seth De La Reyes. The score is 32-22. New York is in the lead in the second quarter. So let me see if I can pull up the team stats. If anybody has the team stats for me to give you a breakdown. And let's see. Okay, Sabrina Ionescu has 6 points. Jonquel Jones has 10 points. Breanna Stewart 6. Breanna Stewart 6. Kayla Thornton 4. Leonia Fibish 2. And for Seattle, Joy Lloyd with 7. Izzy Megalobor with 5. Skylar Diggins with 6. Mercedes Russell's 2. Victoria Vivens with 2, and no one on the bench has scored for Seattle. So, and that's where you have the score 32-22, 2:25 left in the second quarter. So, again, New York right now in terms of the second quarter scoring, I think they've scored only 3 points in the second quarter. No, it's actually 7-5 Seattle. Seattle scored 7 points while New York scored 5 in this second quarter. So the scoring has really slowed down. The play is sloppy by both teams. So hopefully New York will rebound and get themselves together. Well, both teams, because New York is averaging over 92 a game, and Seattle is averaging about 84. So for them to reach that total, they definitely have to settle in and play better offense across the board. So John Colangelo is doing a good job in terms of controlling the paint and on both sides of the ball, 10 points offensively and with good blocks, good defense, lane protection. I believe she has 3 blocks. So ball is inbounded to Sabrina. Sabrina is bringing the ball over, guarded by Skylar Diggins, over to Breanna, over to Breanna, over to Naira, over to Sabrina, over to deep 3 by Breanna Laney, and she missed. Rebound by Izzy Megabor. Ball is being brought up by Skylar Diggins. 1:57 on the clock. Ball to Skylar Diggins to Sammy Wickham. Good defense by Breanna. Over to Skylar Diggins, down to Izzy. Back to Skylar, taking a deep 3. And she missed. Rebounded by Breanna Laney. Kicked over to Breanna Stewart, who's bringing the ball up. And she's driving the lane. And she was bodied, but no foul call. Missed the shot, rebounded by Mercedes Lewis. Skylar Diggins with the ball. And there's the drive. The ball was blocked. Rebound by Breanna Stewart. Over to Sabrina, who's bringing the ball up, guarded by Sammy Wickham. And she's fouled. They're letting a lot of physical play go. Over to Breanna Stewart. Over to Breanna Laney. Breanna with the drive. And there's the blocking foul. So it's 1:04 on the clock left in the first quarter. Breanna Laney was driving to the lane. Excuse me. Let's see if she's going to the line or if this is a side out. And right now it's a side out. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She is going to the line. Breanna Laney to the line, shooting 2. So 32-22, 1:04 left in the second quarter. So Breanna Laney with her first shot is up, and it's good. So it's 33-22 New York. She's getting ready for her second shot. And there is the shot. It's up, and it's good. New York's now up by 12, 34-22. Inbound to Jewel Lloyd, who's bringing the ball up, guarded by Breanna Laney, across the half court. Good physical defense. Screened by Mercedes Lewis. Deep 3, she missed. A rebound by Sabrina Ionescu, and guarded by Skylar Diggins. Drive down the lane. Missed the shot by Sabrina. Rebound by, and the ball was rebounded by Breanna over to Sabrina. Tried to kick it down into the lane, deflected out of bounds by Seattle. 4 seconds on the shot clock, 30.4 left on the game clock. New York is inbounding in the corner, across court, and stolen by Mercedes Lewis. Then stolen back by Breanna Laney, and she has the ball, trying to set the offense up. It's 16 on the shot clock. It's literally its second differential on both the game and the shot clock. Breanna Laney driving, spinning, and shot is up. 8.8 seconds left on the game clock. Into Skylar Diggins-Smith, guarded by, good screen. Guarded by, Kayla Thornton, and she got a good screen down on the floor. Kayla is still down. Nobody called out the screen. Mercedes Lewis had the ball drive up, and the shot was good. And we're at the half. It's now 36-24 at the half. So they're checking on Kayla Thornton. She got a deep, hard screen by Izzy Megabor. Mercedes Lewis, though, put up the shot right at the buzzer, and that's where you have the final score at the half. Right now is 36-24. So hopefully everything is all right with Kayla, and it's just a hard foul. And she'll be back in the second half. We have to make some adjustments for New York. Definitely have to call out the screens uh, for each other, because you definitely don't want to see someone get knocked out off of a hard screen like that. So, but again, I'm going to go down the scores in just 1 second. Just going to put up the score for the half right now. And there you go. So it's 36-24. Let me check the chat right now. Nola says Censura Solo Wrestling. Seattle Storm is missing a different player from the bench. Marie Johannes or Gabby Williams, Emma Messerman, for example. Marie Johannes is actually with the Liberty. She's in France. So she's focused on the Olympics. So when she comes back, I don't know if she's still under contract with New York. I believe she is. The same thing with Hanju. But as far as Gabby Williams, Emma Messelman, let me see. Are they on the roster? Yeah, I don't see them on the roster. So you might be right in terms of those players. If they're not, if they're either playing internationally and they're not back as yet. So we'll see as the season goes along. But again, the score is 36-24 at the half. When we come back to action in the second half, in the third quarter, Seattle should be getting the ball first. So, but when we take a look at the scoring, let's start with Seattle. Megbagor has 3 points. She has 3 points. I'm sorry, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 0 assists. She's shooting 2 of 7, 1 of 3 from 1 of 2 from 3. Mercedes Lewis has 4 points, 1 rebound. She's 2 of 3 from the floor. Skylar Diggins-Smith has 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She's 3 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3-point line, and 1 of 3 from 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Joel Lloyd has 7 points, 6 rebounds, no assists. She's 2 of 7, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And Vivian Vivens is 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 of 3 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3-point line. And no one else has scored for Seattle. New York, Jonquel Jones has 10 points, 6 rebounds. She's 4 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Breanna Stewart is 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 9 from the floor, 0 from 3 from the 3-point line. Sabrina Ionescu is 6 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 2 of 8 from field goal, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. You have Breanna Stewart has 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 5 from the floor, and she's 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. No points for Courtney Vandersloot, 2 rebounds and 1 assist for her. Naira Sabally has 1 rebound. Kayla Thornton has 4 points, 1 rebound. She's 1 of 3 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. And Leonia Fibish has 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3. So that's your team breakdown. Overall, Seattle is 10 of 15 from the floor for 28.6%. New York is 14 of 33 for 42.4%. 3-pointers, both teams are shooting terribly. Seattle is 1 of 3 for 7.7%. New York is 1 of 10 for 10%. Seattle is 3 of 6 from the free throw line, while New York is 7 of 7. Seattle is out rebounding New York 25-22. Assists, New York has 9, Seattle has 6. Steals, New York has 5, Seattle has 3. Both have 1 block. Seattle has 8 turnovers, New York has 7, and no fast break points. So that's your overall team breakdown. So the defense is definitely stepped up in that second quarter and made it a messy event. Both teams scored 9 points in the second quarter. So again, it's a combination of the tough physical defense sloppy play by offensively by both teams, and the referees are letting the physical play go. So Seattle is miss. Oh, you already read that one. So, but again, they have to settle in going into the second half, both teams, to make this a better game. So, what I'm going to do is just take a quick break, and I'll be back in about a minute. So, 1 minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Thank you for being so patient with me while I took care of um, an issue right here. So again, as I was talking about the second half, you're definitely going to need both teams to step up to the plate and take care and do a better job offensively. I mean, the ball movement is there. They need to hit their shots, especially from three. I mean, both teams have hit one 3-pointer. Seattle is shooting 8%, while New York is shooting 10%. New York is one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the league. So, in terms of, let me take a look here in stats for New York. And in the WNBA, yeah, New York is they've made 31 3-pointers on the year. They're shooting 36% overall in terms of 3-point shots. Seattle is not a good 3-point shooting team. They're shooting about 22%. So, and New York has to do a better job in terms of the 3-point shooting, going forward. Now, in assists, New York's usually averaging about 21 per game. So, it looks like they're right on course. And Seattle is roughly averaging about 14. So they're doing a better job, in this game in terms of the assists. Now, in terms of steals, Seattle usually averages 13.3, and New York is roughly at about 8.3 steals per game. So New York is a little bit ahead of the game in terms of the steals, and Seattle is right on point in terms of what they average in terms of the steals. So I'm definitely looking for New York to do a better job in the second half in terms of the 3-pointers. The assists are right there. Now it's going if they work on their assists and hitting their 3-pointers, I think they can get into a nice rhythm. Now, do I expect them to hit 92 points per game, 93 points per game? No, but if they can push it to get up to about in the 70 range, then I think that's exactly what they need to do. In terms of the team scoring overall, I mean, Breanna Stewart is leading the team with 21 points. John Claude Jones is 17.7. Bernicia Laney is 15. Sabrina is 13.7. So you're definitely going to need them to step it up. Sabrina is like right on course, and Breanna Stewart is definitely having a bad game, but in terms of scoring, but she's doing a lot of the other things to help out in the team in other facets. So I do expect her to continue. One of the things that I do notice about her play is taking control. She's the number one option. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her continue to take control out there, even if her scoring is not where it needs to be. So, but again, right now it's 36-24 at the half for New York. And when they come back, I definitely Seattle, I believe, should be getting second half options, and I'm looking for New York to step up their assist game and their ball movement, and I'm looking for them to hit their shots. That's one of the biggest things. I mean, especially from 3-pointers. If you're 10% on your 3-point shooting when you're shooting over 45%, that's a big difference. That's a really big difference overall. I mean, field goal percentage is right about where they should be. Let me double check that. I didn't check field goal percentage. And still field goal percentage. Yeah, field goals 47.1. So they're a little bit under where they need to be, but if they can definitely do a little bit better job in the second half. Some of that is the 3-pointers. If they're hitting their 3-pointers, that can help their field goal percentage as well as their 3-point percentage increase. So, and if they do that, then they can actually start working on putting some distance between this Seattle team. Now, Seattle has some talent, but they're not built right now to be a championship contending team, and you're missing your leading scorer. So New York should be working to capitalize on that, especially down low. Jonquel Jones is doing a good job in terms of her scoring down low, with 10 points and, on 4 or 5 percentage. So she's shooting at 80%. So if anything, I would look to try and attack Seattle down low. Let me take a look at fouls in terms of personal fouls. You have Dulcie with 2 fouls. Yeah, they have 8 total personal fouls. So if anything, attack down low. See what you can do down low. See if you can start drawing some fouls, because Jonquel is having a fairly good job, a fairly good game overall. New York, conversely, you have Courtney Vandersloot with 2, but that's about it. They have a total of 6 personal fouls. So, and they can definitely they can continue to be aggressive. The referees are letting it play. So see what you can do in the second half. So just waiting for them to come back out onto the floor. But does anyone have any questions? Definitely let me know. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about this game. So also, I thank you all for being here, showing great support. It's really a humbling and appreciative on my end. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button on Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sport on YouTube. Also, hit the Hardcore Sports Network. Make sure you hit the like button there. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification for both of us. This way, you'll know when we post new content. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us all immensely. And always share on all your social media platforms. We really appreciate it. So, but again, I'm today's game is not what they've done so far in the other 3 games. I mean, they've beaten Washington, and they played 2 games against Indiana back to back, and they've won both of those. And the first game, it was a close game, 85-80, but the other 2 games, this most recent game against Indiana was a 11-point win. But again, New York is starting to show how they are built as a championship caliber organization. So they need to continue to work on, their offense, their movement. Their starting 5 has that level of continuity, but also working in your bench players. Seattle right now is still developing. They just brought in some key players. Nneka Omogumwe is out with an injury right now, but you also have Skylar Diggins-Smith still getting into a flow of things and getting familiar with her other teammates. So New York in the second half has to step it up and put some distance into them, into the score. So this way you can also start working some of your reserves. So I'm also going to be looking to see if Kayla Thornton is out there. I don't see her. Oh, she is there. I see her there. So looks like she's hopefully she shook off that hard screen, and she'll be back out there on the floor. So, but when we come back, when we start the second half, New York it's going to be the same starting 5, which will be Courtney Vandersloot, Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Laney, Breanna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones. So, and New York, for that matter, I really think that they need to attack Seattle down low. I think that also help to open up the 3-point shooting and give them some good 3-point shots. So, but yeah, right now New York is coming to the floor. Both teams are coming out onto the floor. You have Izzy Megalore, who's going to be inbounding, and you have Victoria Vivens out there. So it's going to be the same starters for both teams. Inbound to Skylar Diggins-Smith, who's bringing the ball up, guarded by Courtney Vandersloot. And Jewel Lloyd is guarded over to Mercedes Lewis, over to Jewel Lloyd, who's now guarded by Sabrina Ionescu. And the ball is up, and she missed it. Rebounded, great rebound by Breanna Laney. She's bringing the ball up over the half-court line, and she's now taking it down the lane, and she put the shot up, and she missed the shot, rebounded by Seattle and by Vivians over to Mercedes Lewis. And there's rebound. The ball went up, rebounded by Victoria Vivens, and they called a foul on Courtney Vandersloot. So Vivens is going to be going to the line. It's 9:18 in the second quarter. I'm sorry, in the third quarter. And Vivens will be going to the line shooting 2. Ball is up, and she missed the free throw. So she'll have one more when we come back. And the ball, she has the ball. There's the shot, and she hits that one. So it's 36-25, 9:17. And the ball with Courtney Vandersloot over to Breanna Stewart, over to Courtney, over to Breanna Laney with a deep 3, open 3, and it's good. So it's now 39-25. Skylar Diggins-Smith brings the ball over to Izzy, over to Vivians, over to Skylar Diggins-Smith, who's now double teamed, but now Courtney Vandersloot has her one-on-one, over to Vivians with a deep 3, and she hits it. What a deep 3. Ball inbounded to Courtney Vandersloot. She brings the ball up, kicks the ball over to Breanna, over to Breanna, missed, deflected by Jonquel Jones, inbounds to Sabrina, down to Jonquel Jones, spin move, and the basket is good. 41-28, New York. Double team over. Ball is inbounded to Skylar Diggins-Smith, and ball went up, missed, rebounded by Breanna Stewart, brought the ball down court, and she's fouled by Victoria Vivens. So that's going to be it should be a side out pass. And like I said before, New York should be attacking down low because Jonquel Jones is having a good game. So it looks like the ball is going to be side out. 8:03, inbounded to Courtney Vandersloot, over to Breanna Laney, guarded by Izzy Megalore, down to Breanna Stewart, and taking it into the lane, up, and good basket is good, and she's fouled. So, like I said earlier, New York should be attacking the paint, drawing fouls, and allowing Jonquel and Breanna Stewart to take advantage of their mismatches down there. So right now, it looks like, is it a timeout? Yeah, it's a timeout by Seattle. So New York is doing exactly what I thought they should do, is, get the ball into the lane and allow Breanna and Jonquel Jones to take advantage of it. You're also getting some quick fouls on Seattle. Right now, it's 43-28. So they're starting to put some distance between themselves and Seattle, which is exactly what you want to do. Already, New York has scored 7 points. They scored 9 in the second quarter. So now they've scored 7, which means that they're being a lot more aggressive, which is what I wanted to see them do. Because if you're doing this, it's going to also open up the 3-point shooting. That one by Breanna, deep 3, and she was wide open. Now, that was off of pick and roll action. Once she got the pick and roll, she flared into the corner, I'm sorry, into the left elbow, and she got the ball, hit the nice open three. Here now that you're attacking down low with Jonquel Jones as well as Breanna Stewart, that's allowing you to help your offense grow. It's getting your assists up because now you're scoring down in the paint, but it's also going to force the defense to collapse, and it's going to allow you to create more opportunities on the three, as well as get the ball down low and let your big dog start to eat. What's up, NYG, man? Thanks for tapping in, bro. Hope everything's good with you, man. Great talks yesterday, great stream. But we'll talk more later on. But again, I'm just waiting for the action to come back out of the timeout. Breanna Stewart should be going to the line for one free throw, and then hopefully New York will continue to play the good, tough defense, but good fundamentals in terms of the offensive play. But again, if you're new to the, make sure everyone hits the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification for Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports and the Hardcore Sports Network, and make sure you share on all your social media platforms. We appreciate it. It helps us all. I mean, it's free, and again, like I said, we thank you and we appreciate it. Let me see. So far, in terms of scoring, real quick, yeah, Jonquel has 12, Breanna has 8, Sabrina has 6, Breanna has 11. So that's what you have right now in terms of the offensive scoring for this starter. So we'll be coming back to action in a couple moments. Breanna Stewart is at the line, just waiting for the basket. The ball, and she's now has the ball. Going through her routine. Ball is up, and the basketball is good. So New York is now up 44-28, up by 16. 7:45 encounter. That's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the basketball. Got the screen. She's getting double teamed. Back out to Victoria Vivens, and cross-court pass to Jewel Lloyd, who makes the basket. So 44-30, ball inbounded to Sabrina Ionescu. Drive, kick, and she missed the open three. Jewel Lloyd with the rebound over to half-court line, over to Izzy Megador. She got the ball into the paint, and she's fouled by Breanna Stewart. So she's going to be going to the line. 7:07 left in the second quarter, 44-30 New York. Izzy going to the line shooting 2. She's on the line with her first shot, and it's good. So it's now 44-31, 13-point lead by New York. Looks like Courtney Vandersloot is going out. Oh, that foul was on Courtney. She never no fouls. So she's going to be sitting for the rest of the third quarter. That's big right there. Izzy with the next shot, and that's good. And it's now 44-32, inbound to Sabrina, guarded by Skylar Diggins. Sabrina's now bringing the ball up, over the right hash, and she's now fouled by Skylar Diggins-Smith, who's complaining to the referee. So Sabrina is now this year leading the WNBA in offensive rating at 120.2. Ball's inbounded to Breanna, over to Sabrina, back over to Breanna from the top of the three-point line, and she missed the open three-point line. Rebound by Jewel Lloyd down the left hash. I'm sorry, left sideline. Stolen by Breanna Stewart. They had a 2-on-1, and New York turned the ball over. So now it's Seattle with the drive, and easy layup by Mercedes Lewis. She was by herself. Assist from Victoria Vivens. It's now 44-34, 6:15 left in the third quarter, 13 on the shot clock. Ball inbounds in the lane to the ball was dropped off into the lane to Jonquel Jones. and it looks like it's a foul on Seattle. So they were showing a replay of the Seattle steal, which Mercedes Lewis ended up getting an open layup. Ball's inbounded to Breanna Laney, over to Breanna Ionescu. Breanna with the drive and with the layup, and it's good. So New York back up. Skylar Diggins-Smith is bringing the ball over the half-court line on the left sideline, and the ball is thrown out of bounds by Skylar Diggins-Smith. Victoria Vivens is complaining that Breanna hit the ball, but the referee says it's off of a pass went out of bounds. So replay of Breanna with her drive with the layup in the lane. Ball's over by Breanna. Ball went over to Breanna, back to Breanna with the deep three, out of bounds off of Seattle. 5:26 left in the third quarter, 14 seconds on the shot clock. 46-34 is the score. Breanna inbounds over to Jonquel Jones with a deep corner three, and missed, but deflected by to Breanna. Breanna with the drive, and she threw the ball out of bounds. She thought that Kayla was going to be in the corner. Kayla had moved, and the ball went out of bounds. So inbounds to Skylar Diggins-Smith, cross half court, guarded by Kayla Thornton, and pick and roll with Izzy. Breanna's on her. Double team Kayla Thornton with the foul, and it's going to be a side out for Seattle. 14 seconds on the shot clock, 5 minutes left in the quarter. 46-34 for New York. So inbounds, Sammy Whitcomb's over to Skylar Diggins-Smith. Pick and roll. Skylar Diggins-Smith attacking Jonquel Jones, who Smith went under the basket with the layup. Jonquel Jones tried to block the shot, but she reached in and she fouled her. So Skylar Diggins-Smith is going to the line shooting two. She's one of the elite free throw shooters in the league. So first one up, and it is good. So it'll be 4:51 when New York inbounds the ball. 46-35, New York with the lead, and Smith with the next shot, and it's good. 10-point lead. Inbound to Breanna Ionescu. She's coming crossing half court. Crossover, attacked Skylar Diggins-Smith into the lane, and layup. What a great job. What a great crossover. So inbound to Skylar, guarded by Breanna Laney. Laney is really slowing it down. Screened by Mercedes Lewis and picked up by Jones, but now back to Laney. Double team with Smith. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Jonquel Jones behind the back. She's bringing the ball up. And there is... What's going on? There's a lot of fouling going on that they're not even calling. So Seattle got the ball. Laney threw the ball up, and she was tripped, but Seattle got the steal, came down. Jewel Lloyd up and scored the basket. It's now 48-38, 3:47 in the quarter. Breanna Stewart brings the ball over to Jonquel Jones, back to Stewart, to Breanna, to Jonquel Jones, over to Breanna. Breanna now, what a great move. Breanna crossing over. Breanna Stewart on the baseline with a great no-look pass for the layup. New York's now up 50-38. 3:24 in the quarter. Skylar Diggins-Smith crossover half court, over to Mercedes Lewis, back over to Smith. What a deep three. And the ball was deflected and hit out of bounds by it says out of bounds by Seattle. So what's good, Man Cave? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you for stopping by. Okay, man. Okay, I'll put the link in the chat for you, man. So action is stopped right now. I'm trying to see what's happening. And there you go. There's the link. I just put it in the chat for you, Man Cave. So more than welcome to join in. So thank you, man. And so right now, don't know what's happening. What's up, Man Cave? How are you? Inbound to Breanna Stewart. Over to Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina with the shot with the floater, and she missed. Rebound by Sammy Wickham. Sammy Wickham is bringing the ball up, and she's guarded by Breanna Laney. Over to, I have no idea who 23 is. And Mercedes Lewis in the lane with the shot up, and she's fouled by Naira Sabali. And the basket is good. It's now 50-40 New York. And Naira tried to go for the block, came down on top of her. And that was a good layup by Mercedes Lewis. Good, strong put up. So there it is. And the second foul shot is up. And she missed it. Rebound by Breanna Stewart. Sabrina's coming out, bringing the ball over half court, guarded by Sammy Wickham. Over to Naira Sabali. And bounce over to Sabrina. Sabrina up with the shot. Miss. Rebound by Naira. Kick out to Breanna. Over to Breanna with the shot. 52-40 New York. Over to inbound to Jewel Lloyd. Cross half court. And good double team. Oh, good move by Jewel Lloyd. Missed the shot. It's a real physical game, man. And there's the drive cross court and right to Sabrina with the layup. New York now is up by 14 and deep inbounds. Kick over to Jewel Lloyd from the left corner. She missed the shot. Rebound by Naira Sabali. Over to Kayla Thornton across the half court. Into Sabrina with the screen from Naira. Deep three by Sabrina. And bang, there she goes. She hits it. And New York up by 17. So the ball, it looks like, is it a timeout? Yeah, it's a timeout by Seattle. And it's 1:39 in the third quarter, 57-40 for New York. Crowd is going wild. But again, New York is settling in, and they're playing. They're a lot more focused now because Seattle is really being physical. I mean, this game is a physical game. It really is.
I've been watching it. Yeah, it's been physical, man.
So, yeah. So, give me your take so far. What have you? What with you watching? What are your takes?
Man, I've seen so far. Like I said, before the game started, I thought it was going to be like a closer game because of Skylar Diggins. What's that? NECA or whatever NECA.
Yeah,
joining what you call Jewel Lloyd, because Jewel Lloyd is she's a beast. So I was like, yo, that's really going to help them, get back up there to where they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some good veterans and stuff like that. Well, but since this game's played, man,
she's injured.
Who?
NECA.
Yeah, she had left the game, right?
No, she never played. She never started.
Okay, so who played?
They had Skylar Diggins-Smith, Jewel Lloyd, Izzy Megabor, Mercedes Lewis, and Victoria Vivens started, number 35 for Seattle.
I could have sworn. Oh, what's the name played?
No, she didn't start. So
yeah, well, I mean, coming to the season, I mean, they was going to have, if they had her to, what I'm saying, be a little stronger. But like I said, the game's been going on. It's been a close game, and then now New York is starting to pull away. You know what I'm saying, and they're not being sloppy with the ball and making some shots. And yeah, it has been a physical game. I'm surprised there's a lot of fouls that should have been called but wasn't called.
No, I agree with you, man. That's all. And the fouls are on both sides. It's not just one team over the other.
Yeah, man. So, hey, we just need to go 4-0.
So I'm just waiting for the inbounds. Right now, they're coming back from the timeout. So, I mean, the crowd is going crazy. The mascot is crazy. I mean, she
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, so you have Kayla Thornton, Bernard Laney, Naira Sabali. It looks like Kennedy Burks, who are in on the floor. And I'm glad to see Kayla back out there after that hard screen. And Sabrina Ionescu is in too. So inbound to Sammy Wickham's, guarded by Sabrina over the half court line. Trying to set it up over to Mercedes Lewis, guarded by Naira Sabali. Jewel Lloyd coming off of the screen. And she missed the shot. The ball is bounced around and knocked out of bounds across half court by Seattle. So it'll be New York ball. 1:22 in the third quarter, 24 seconds on the shot clock, 57-40 New York. Sabrina now inbounding. Inbound to Naira, her former Oregon teammate. Screen by Breanna. Breanna gets the ball. Good recovery by Seattle. Breanna with the crossover, and she's working. Missed the rebound. Missed the shot. Rebound by Kayla Thornton to to Breanna. Breanna with the crossover, attack the paint, kick over to Kennedy Burke, deep three, and she missed. Rebound. They don't have a 30. I don't know who that is. Kick over. Sammy Wickham with a deep corner three. So it's now they stopped the clock. They stopped the play. Okay, the shot clock. Okay, the game clock. Okay, it's 40.2 in the quarter, 24 seconds on the shot clock, 57-43. New York with the lead. Inbound to Sabrina, who's bringing it over half court to Naira, over to Breanna, over to Kennedy Burke, who's guarded by she's guarded by Mercedes, down to Kayla Thornton, who got bumped with the foul and the basket. So it's going to be a conventional three-point play, 59-43. That was a great look by Kennedy Burke down low. New York's doing a good job moving too. So, and that was fouled by Dulce Fancam. I'm not trying to mess up her name.
23 is Jordan Hairston. Hairston, 23 for Seattle. That's okay. Jordan.
Thank you. And Kayla Thornton with the shot, and it's good. So it's 60-43. Inbound to Sammy Whitcomb over the half-court line. 18 seconds. Literally, the shot clock and the game clock are the same. Over to Jewel Lloyd, right at half-court, guarded by Breanna. 8 seconds. Jewel Lloyd trying to with the drive and the flip, and it's good. Inbound to Sabrina, and the game and the quarter is over. So right now, New York is up by 15, 60-45. Man, that was a good shot by Jewel Lloyd. Man, great job there by her to end the quarter with that shot. So again, New York is up by 15. They won that quarter 24-21, but the offensive production has definitely stepped up by both teams, as opposed to that second quarter, which was brutal, to be fair.
I've seen it. So Jewel Lloyd I guess she's reunited with her former college teammate. And man, that backcourt with her, Diggins, and what's that, Arika? They were sick, man. They were sick. I think they won the chip with them, right? They won the chip. It was a serious backcourt. Them girls are serious at Notre Dame, man. So that's the quarter. That's the most important quarter. 15-point lead. You got to keep it going, man. Just keep it.
And here's the breakdown. Jonquel Jones with 12. Breanna Stewart with 13. Sabrina with 15. Breanna with 11. Kayla Thornton with 7. And Leonia Fabish with 2. Seattle. Izzy with 7. Russell with 8. Skylar with 8. Jewel Lloyd with 13. Vivian's with 6. And Wickham with 3.
Yeah, Vandersloot ain't scored yet, huh?
Mm-mm.
Courtney Vandersloot.
Both teams, the 3-point shooting is even. Both teams are 3 of 17 for 17.6%.
Mm.
Seattle is 17 of 51 for 33%. New York is 24 of 54 for 44%.
Yeah. New York is 100% on the free throw line, 9 for 9.
Yeah, and Seattle is 8 of 13. New York has done a better job in rebounds. They're now leading 35-34. New York is 17-11 in terms of assists. In terms of steals, it's 6-5. Blocks is 3-1. Turnovers, both teams are very sloppy, 11-10. Seattle with 11. And the fouls, starting to call it looks like 13-11. Seattle with 13, New York with 11 fouls. So,
Yeah,
so
I mean, it could be much worse, with the fouls, but they kind of close anyway, So
exactly. So, but again, thanks to everyone for tapping in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button for Coach Egglad and his amazing world of sports, as well as the Hardcore Sports Network. Throw your link in the chat too, man.
yeah, I definitely will. Let me throw it in there.
Make sure you guys also hit the subscribe notification and always share. Now that we're coming back inbounds to Courtney, over to Kennedy Burks, over to Naira, over to Courtney, to Breanna, to Courtney, to Breanna, and Breanna missed a shot. Rebound by Jewel Lloyd over the half court, guarded by Breanna Laney. Good defense by Breanna. Oh, wow. You called that a foul? Okay. Well, it's a foul. So 9:28 in the quarter right now, 16 on the shot clock, 60-45. New York with the lead. So inbound to Skylar Diggins-Smith. Skylar Diggins-Smith, she's feeling working over to Sammy Whitcomb. Good fake on Courtney Vandersloot and up, and she scores. So inbound to Breanna Stewart over to Courtney Vandersloot. Vandersloot over the half-court line, over to Naira Sabally, over to Breanna Stewart, over to Courtney. I'm sorry, not Courtney, over to Burks. And Burks was fouled on the drive. And that was, what would you say her name was again?
Jordan Harrison, 23.
Harrison.
Yeah, it's Horston or something like that. She played at Tennessee, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right, so Breanna is out. Inbound to Naira, over to Courtney Vandersloot. She's driving, and another foul. Okay, so they're starting to the referees are starting to call the fouls now. So, and you have in the game for New York, is that?
Oh, I saw McGregor earlier. That's what I thought that was Neca, but that's McGregor.
Oh, okay.
The hair.
Inbound to Breanna Stewart. Breanna over to Fibush. Fibush over to Naira. Naira over to Courtney Vandersloot. Back to Fibush. And shot is up and blocked by Skylar Diggins-Smith and Juwan Howard, too. There goes Juwan. Oh, that's right. He's on the staff, too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that was good defense by Seattle there. So New York has to do a better job being smart. Inbound to Sammy Whitcomb. Need Courtney Vandersloot to score something.
A couple of baskets.
Yeah, over to Skylar Diggins. Good screen to Skylar Diggins-Smith. Sammy Whitcomb with the shot. They stopped the clock. Is that basket good? Because it was a deep three by Sammy Whitcomb's.
I'm trying to see if they're going to let it go through or do they call it simultaneously. Yeah, they look like they're counting it.
And they are counting it, so it looks like it's a foul on New York on that play. So
It'll be a 4-point play, right? Possible.
who's the foul going to be on? Okay, they're at the table checking. It looks like they're reviewing the action. So I didn't see where the foul was. So
I'm looking to see where that foul is. It's away from the ball. Like I'm trying to see where the foul at.
yeah, that's what I was looking. So the cross action, I couldn't see on the cross action. So, but hey, I guess they have different angles, so they'll be able to see it.
Yeah, if they count that and they go to the free throw line now, it's like New York got to pick up the pace. They got to score.
Yeah, if this basket is good, then and they get the foul. I mean, it's 10 points right now, and if they score it, then it'll be down to 9 with a free throw within free throw. So New York has to something offensively. They seem out of sorts right now offensively. So right now personally, I'd want to see Jonquel Jones back in there, and I need to see New York attacking the paint.
Is it Sabrina in there? She's on the bench. I think she was on the bench.
I think she was on the bench.
Yeah, so she'll probably come back in quickly.
So and yeah, because Courtney Courtney has 4 fouls. That's right.
Oh, she got one more foul. And she going to just 5 or 6? But
no, I think it's 6 in the WNBA. So
yeah, let me see. Where's the foul? I'm trying to see where's the foul.
Yeah, where's the foul? Okay, Sammy is open.
Yeah, is the foul? Who is the foul? I don't see any foul unless Vandersloot tried to get around, but I don't think she.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who the foul was, and
she's going to the free throw line from the Storms. McGregor's going to the free throw line.
okay, so it was on the action for her. Shot is up, and it's good. So New York by 9. Inbound to Courtney Vandersloot. Bring the ball over, and out of bounds. Turnover to Fibush. So Sabrina's coming back in the game. So who's going out? So it's not Fibush. Is it Fibush?
Sabrina's still at the scores table.
Oh, okay. So Skylar Diggins-Smith over the half court into Izzy, over to Skylar, cross court to Sammy, guarded by Courtney Vandersloot. Ball is up and deflected out of bounds by Mercedes Lewis. So it's going to be New York's ball, and that means that Sabrina will be coming in, and Fibush is out. And so you have Fibush, Breanna Stewart, Courtney Vandersloot. Is that Berkson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Burks. Okay, so and Jonquel Jones over to Courtney. Swing around to Breanna. I'm sorry, to Sabrina. Sabrina with the drive, and she's fouled by Skylar Diggins-Smith on the drive, so she'll be going to the line for 2. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said needed that
Yeah.
foul for the free throw line.
It's 7:47 left in the quarter. 24 on the 60 to 51. Skylar's upset. Sabrina's with the first shot, and it's good. So New York is up by 10 again. So it's 61-51. Breanna Stewart is back in the game now. So the starting 5 for New York is in. And Sabrina is good. Inbound to Skylar Diggins-Smith. Breanna Stewart with the guarding her over the half court line. Left baseline. Skylar with the drive. And she stepped up and she missed the shot. And she tried to kick it across, missed it. Over to Sabrina with the rebound. Sabrina, and oh man, good steal.
Mm-hmm.
Missed the rebound.
Yeah.
It seems totally out of sort. So that was Izzy with the rebound. Turned around, got the defense moving, and up with the shot. Um, Sabrina over the half court to Courtney, and there's a foul on the by Seattle. But man, that was going to be a good look.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, Breanna. I don't know. Breanna should have stayed there. I don't know why she came off. She should have stayed. Okay, so
Nice.
there's the shot up by Breanna, and it's good. All right, just like I said, go inside to Breanna, go inside to Jonquel. Just do what you got to do in the paint. Get points in the paint. All right, Courtney. I mean, it's Skylar with the over the half court, setting up the offense. Sammy Whitcomb coming off of the screen, deep three, and it's an air ball. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 64-53, New York with the lead. So good replay, good shot, fade away by Breanna. Courtney over to Breanna. Breanna over to Breanna. Breanna with the fake. And into Jonquel Jones. And there's a penalty, a foul on to Izzy.
Hey, listen to what you're saying. Just feed the post.
Mm-hmm.
Keep feeding the post. Beat them up.
Keep feeding the post. Just keep feeding the post right now. Because now you're going to start drawing the fouls. You're going to get to the free throw line. And you got the mismatch because Izzy is not strong enough to handle her. So that's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, just win the game on the free throw line. Just going to the free throw line from here on out, man.
Yeah, this is an ugly game, so it's not a free flow game. So Jonquel with the shot up and it's good. 65-53, 6:07 left in the fourth quarter. Jonquel Jones has 13 points. She's 2 of 2 from the three right now. Here comes with her third free throw shot, and the shot is up, and it's good. So New York now is up by 13, 66-53. Inbound to Jewel Lloyd, who was guarded by Breanna Laney. Good crossover. Over to Mercedes Lewis with the pick and roll. Lewis with the drive, and is blocked by Breanna Stewart. Over to Sabrina. Kick into the lane to Jonquel Jones. Good block by Izzy Megabor, though, because Jonquel Jones had a layup right there. So we have a timeout on the floor right now. So, again, it's 66-53, New York with the lead, 5:48 left in the game. And New York with possession of the ball. New York is starting to get in a rhythm. Right now, Seattle's leading the quarter 8-6 in terms of points. But New York has the opportunity right here to add on. But you're getting, as far as the starting five, you have 4 of the 5 who have scored points. Jonquel Jones with 14, Stewart with 15, Sabrina with 17, and Breanna with 11. So, I'm sorry?
See a balance, like a balance score.
Yeah, out of the 4, it's just, right. Courtney hasn't done anything, but Courtney, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So, I mean, I would like to see her with more assists if she's not scoring, but, Sabrina is 17, 1 and 8. Breanna is 15, 9 rebounds and 1 assist. Jonquel Jones is 14, 7 rebounds. And Breanna is 11, 3 and 5. So, they are chipping in other facets of the game. So, but I wonder what's happening. I forgot to look and get an update for one of the other games in the W. Hold on, let me see.
Fever in the Sun game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fever in the Sun. That one is
Indiana's up 70-68 right now.
72-68.
Oh, okay. So I just looked online. So all right.
I have to go. Oh, Indiana, if they could try to steal their first win.
Yeah, because they played both New York and Connecticut with their first 4. So
tough out the gate. Out the gate is tough, man.
Yeah, so but they're a young team anyway. So, and you also don't have Camilla to help with that low post. No, it's not them. I'm sorry, that's Chicago. Sorry. But you what's her name is also not contributing. She the first couple of games, Aaliyah Boston,
Yeah, but I
rookie.
think that's more. I'm more to like probably the guard play or something like that. They got to start feeding it or trying to
True,
come up with something.
exactly. No, I mean exactly because Aaliyah was a rookie of the year, so you
Right.
know
Was that coach? Was the coach was there last year, or that she's a new coach?
I think she's a new coach.
So yeah. So that if she's a new coach, then it's like she got to like work those girls in together, like try to get it together.
But yeah, I think she's a new coach. So I know they were
Size.
talking about they want her out. So we'll be coming back to action in a little bit.
Yeah.
Inbound to Jonquil Jones over to Courtney Vandersloot. Sabrina coming off of the screen with the curl, driving on Courtney Vandersloot. On Sammy Whitcombs, and the basket is good, and the foul. So it's now 68-53, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Attack the paint. Just attack the paint, man. Attack the paint, which is exactly what you want to do, and you're getting fouls. So now you can go to the free throw line. There's your 3 points in that regard. So it's a two type of deal. Sabrina's up, and the basket is good. So it's 69-53 inbounds to Skylar Diggins, who's over half court, guarded by Courtney Vandersloot. Jewel over the curl. You got Mercedes Lewis now over to Jewel Lloyd, guarded by Breanna. Over to Sammy Whitcombs with the deep three. Good rebound by Jonquil Jones over to Breanna Stewart, who crosses half court. Over to Sabrina, coming off of the curl. Over to Jonquil Jones, deflected over to Courtney Vandersloot. Courtney with the drive. Jonquil with the three, and it's off the rim. Rebound by Courtney Vandersloot over the half court line. 21 on the play clock. Over to Izzy with the drive and the layup. It's 4:57 in the game. New York over to Courtney Vandersloot. Courtney over the half court line into Breanna Laney, who was fouled by Sammy Whitcomb. So 4:49 left in the quarter. Is this a free throw or is this a side out?
It's got to be free throws. They're in the bonus. Yeah, they're in the bonus.
Okay, they're in the bonus. Yeah, I see the play clock just changed. So, all right. So Breanna is going to the line to shoot two. And here she is with her first one. And it's good. 70-55 New York. Breanna is getting set for her second free throw. And the shot is up. And it's good. And New York stays perfect. Inbound to Sammy Whitcombs. Whitcombs now coming up, guarded by Courtney Vandersloot. Down the left baseline. Screen. And the drive in the paint. Over to Izzy. And she bobbled out of bounds. Bad pass by Sammy. That was a bad pass by Sammy.
Right, and that was going to be an easy two.
That was exactly. Inbound to Courtney Vandersloot. Courtney now guarded by Sammy Whitcomb. Coming up behind the back over to Sabrina. What happened?
What they call? They call something on. They call a walk or something on Vandersloot or.
They call the double dribble because that's what she's saying. All right, over to Jewel Lloyd, who crossed half court, guarded by Breanna Laney. Good crossover. Ball is up. And good defense by Laney. Missed the shot. Rebound by Breanna Stewart, who's bringing it down, crossing half-court line. Straight line down the half-court into the lane to Jonquil Jones. And she did a fake. And she's fouled. And she's going to the free throw line.
Yeah, they just going to salt this game away at the free throw line. Just go to the free throw line, salt the game.
And what she threw into the crowd? Okay. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, me either. Let me see.
It must have been her gum. So she's at the line for her first free throw. And it's up and it's good. 72-55 New York. 4:09 left in the quarter. Jonquil Jones with her second shot. And it's up. and it's good. So 73-55, New York by 18. Over to Sammy Whitcombs, over the half court line. Sammy Whitcombs with the drive, over to Jewel Lloyd at the top of the three. Jewel Lloyd from Izzy, over to Sammy, over to Houston, Harrison, and the shot is up and right before the buzzer. So the shot is good. 73-55, over to Sabrina, over the half court line, over to Jonquel Jones. Risky pass right there. Over to and timeout by Coach Rondello. So, so it's 73-57 right now with 3:32 left in the quarter for left in the game. So New York still has to close it out. At least they're in the 70s, which I figured they were going to get to. But let me update this for quarter. But
57,
yeah. So New York though has to finish this out. They have to get a little bit more settled to close this out, man. Because Seattle's a pesky bunch, man. They definitely are.
They just ain't going away, man.
No, they're not. So, and I think once their season gets going, I mean, in other words, once they get everyone back and they can get a certain level of continuity, I think they're gonna really make some noise out in the West Coast at minimum. So,
yeah, their next game is Liberty's next 3 games is the Sky, the Lynx, and the Mercury. So 3 tough games. And the Mercury.
Yeah, exactly. So and it's going to start to get harder. Well, it's going to be more they're going to be tested more in terms of all their games. And this is what you need. This is what you want. You know, this is why they need their bench to step up, though. They need to get a little bit more, a little bit better play.
Right.
I mean, because right now, Kayla Thornton has 18 minutes, Naira Sabally 10, but everyone else is 8.8 minutes and under, while you have your starters pretty much 26 minutes and over. 21. Courtney Vandersloot with the 4 fouls. That's right, 21. But you have Breanna with 32, Sabrina with 31, Breanna was 31, Jonquel with 26. So I still want to see the second unit playing a little bit more because I don't want them to get tired out because they only have 11 players. New York only has 11 because of salary cap issues. There's a rule in the WNBA. I think if you're over or close to it, you can only get 11. But if you're not, you can get. I think it's 12 or 13. I can't remember.
They already have a shortage, man. You know, it's only 12 teams, so rest of count, man.
There's the other Villanova boy who's on the Nets. He's at the game, so. All right, so New York should be. I'm sorry?
Come on, Mikal.
Yeah. New York should have the ball. We'll have the ball when we come back out of the timeout. So, Sabrina's stepping her game up a little bit. Oh, she has 20 points? I thought she has 17.
Yeah, you remember she got that one?
Oh, yeah. That's right. She's at 20. All right, big dog, I see you. So, inbound over to Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart over to Sabrina and tried to get the ball inbounds to Jonquel, deflected, and the ball is bounced around because she missed the open 3 and knocked out of bounds by Sammy Whitcomb. 14 seconds on the play clock, 3:18 left in the quarter. So, yeah, the 3-point is dead with New York. That's why I keep saying, just take the lane, take the lane.
They're having a horrible shooting 3-point.
Ball's inbounded to Breanna. Oh, what a steal. Jonquel tried to get it over to Houston and stole it in the air. Missed shot by Jewel Lloyd, rebounded by Izzy, and Houston with the shot and deflected by Jonquel Jones, but she gave a good present and it's out of bounds off of Seattle. So New York will have the ball, 2:58 left in the quarter. Inbounds to Courtney, who brings the ball up over to Breanna over the half court to the 3-point line, to Sabrina, over to Courtney, over to Breanna, and it was a holding foul on Houston. Horston, sorry, thank you. So New York should be going to the free throw line, and that'll be 2 shots for Breanna Stewart. 73-57 New York, 2:43 left in the quarter. First shot is up, and there's the first miss by New York. So 73-57 still, and Breanna's going to get a second shot. And there it is, and it's good. So it's 74-57, 17-point lead by New York. Inbounds to Whitcomb over the half-court line, over to Isley Megbabor, driving the lane over Breanna Stewart. Kick out to Horston, into Jewel Lloyd, who puts the ball up, and she missed. Rebound by Vandersloot over to Breanna. I'm sorry, to that's Sabrina, who missed the shot. Rebound by Horston. Kick over the half court line to Sammy Whitcomb. Whitcomb for 3, and she hits the 3. So it's now 74-60. Inbound to Sabrina. Cross half court over to Breanna. Over to Courtney Vandersloot on the left wing. Over to Breanna. Sabrina curling. Guarded by Horston. Drive. There's a kick over to Courtney Vandersloot, and off of the top of the out of bounds, New York. And
Courtney still scoreless, huh?
Yeah, she's still scoreless. So it's going to be a side out for New York. Yes, Thursday, New York and Chicago. So I'll also be streaming that game too. So you enjoy Liberty action, definitely come on right here. Going to be also see the Bayou Barbie coming to Brooklyn. So definitely going to be a game I definitely want to see. So looks like it's a timeout. I don't know who called the timeout. Let's see. They don't show the timeouts on here. So let me see. Can I see it here? Yeah, I don't see who it is here. I don't see the timeouts here. But yeah, right now it looks like Caleb. I'm sorry?
Seattle called a timeout.
Okay. Looks like when we come back, it looks like Kayla's going to be in. It looks like Nyara Sabli's going to be in for New York. So, and is Mercedes Russell still going to be in for Seattle?
You think they're going to wave the white flag?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Yeah, when they come back, we'll see.
Skylar doesn't look like it in. Let's see. Sabrina's still in. Yeah, it looks like they're pulling yes, the Sky, the Lynx, the Mercury, and the Washington Mystics. So I know I'm definitely going to do the Sky. I got to look at the schedule for the other ones. I want to do the Mercury. So yeah, they have all their reserves in now, except for Sabrina. So both teams have the reserves in.
Yeah, they waved the white flag.
And okay, missed the inbounds, and it was an offensive foul. Okay, so who's the offensive foul? My screen just froze.
Offensive foul. Let me see.
Looks like it's number 12. Dulcie, whatever her name is. If you got it, go ahead and call it because my TV just froze.
Yeah, she got set the screen on Sabrina. Liberty's with the ball. 74-60, 128 left to go. Sabrina cross half court. Sabrina still dribbling. Passes it over to Burks. Back to Sabrina. Sabrina double team back to Burks, and it's turnover. Here comes the Storm. Walk off over to, is that Victoria Vivens? I think that's Victoria Vivens with a shot. She just made that. 74-63. 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go in the game. Liberties could just hold the ball. Dribble down. Sabrina with the ball at the top by the logo. Sabrina still dribbling. 8 seconds left to go. Coming around. She's looking to pass the ball. And is it a foul? Or either foul or a timeout. What is it? What they call?
I can't even.
Timeout.
reboot.
Timeout. 74-63. Liberties, 47.9 seconds left to go. Timeout by the Liberties. Bringing it back. You got hit in the head a little bit.
Oh, okay. And how much time left on the clock in the game?
It's only 47.9 seconds left to go, and there's Liberty ball with 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock when they inbound. So it was a timeout, Liberty.
Yeah, I'm afraid to reboot my system because I'll lose everybody. So
nah, ain't no problem, man. So hey, the Liberties, like I said, they're gonna go to 4-0 in this game, man. It was a great win. It's gonna be a great win for the Liberties in this game. But like you said, coming up, man, you're playing Chicago. You're gonna be playing the Lynx, and you're gonna be playing the Mercury. Yeah, you need that bench scoring. Them guys gonna have to perform. They're gonna have to step up. It can't be the starters all the time.
Exactly. So yeah, then let me take a look here at the next. Like you said, yeah, they're playing the Lynx are in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Sky will visit. The Sky's a home game here.
Yeah, the Sky. Then you go to Minnesota. Then you're home to the Mercury, Mystics, and the Fever. So let me see. Can I get the standings?
All right, back to action now. The Liberty's about to inbound the ball. 74-63, 47.9 seconds. Sabrina looking, and she inbounds to Burks. Back to Sabrina, and it's like off her foot, and there's a turnover. And it'll be the Storm's ball.
Okay, now I'm back with you guys now. Okay, now I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, so, the Minnesota Lynx are 2-0 currently. Phoenix is 1-1. The Sky are 1-1. And, of course, the Fever are 0-3 unless they win today. So, it looks like it's a timeout. I got 43.6 on the game clock. Like you said, 74-63.
Yeah.
So at least Seattle is still coaching. They're not trying to give up and just tap out completely. So, but I also like the fact you still got your second unit in. They're still trying to get a little bit of work. So you definitely need that to build that continuity on that second unit. I definitely like Courtney Kennedy Burke. I like her game. I like her length and what she brings to the table. So, but. When we come back, you got Whitcomb. Looks like it's going to be Whitcomb, Vivian's, Dulcie. I don't know who.
There's that point guard just came in too. Let me see who's the point guard. She just came in, but it's Horston is in, and then there's the point guard. What's that number 12? No, not
12. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I forgot the other point guard. She just came in. I forgot her name.
Is it Kiana Williams, number 2?
Yeah, that's who it is.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, Kiana Williams cross court to Horston to Sammy Whitcombs. Rebound by Dulcie over to Williams. Shot is missed. Rebound by Burks, who's bringing the ball up. Over to Courtney Vandersloot, who crossed the timeline. Literally 2 seconds differential, 2-3 seconds on the game clock to shot clock. So probably going to take the violation. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the violation. So it's going over to Seattle with 3 seconds left in the game. So why are they bringing it over half court?
Right.
It was balls inbounded, and that's it. And you even got the rookie in Davison. So that's going to be the final score. New York is going to come away with the victory, 74-63 over Seattle. New York is going to move up to 4-0, while Seattle is going to fall to 1-3. So, and in the standings, let's see, New York's going to still stay at number 1 right now because Vegas is 2-0, and Seattle will drop to 1-3. So they're probably going to be around 10 or 11, give or take what happens with Washington and Indiana. So, for our final stats for the game, for Seattle, you had Izzy Megabor with 12 points, 5 rebounds on 4-11 shooting. Mercedes Russell, 8 points, 2 rebounds on 4-7 shooting. Skylar Diggins-Smith, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists on 3 of 13 shooting. Jewel Lloyd, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, or 5 of 17. Victoria Vivens, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists on 3 of 5 shooting. Dulcie, no points, 2 rebounds. Horston, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists on 1 of 4 shooting. Sammy Whitcomb, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists on 4 of 11 shooting. And Williams, no points, nothing across the board. For New York, you had Jonquel Jones, 16 points, 8 rebounds on 5 of 9 shooting. Breanna Stewart, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist on 7 of 18 shooting. Sabrina Ionescu's 20 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists on 7 of 17 shooting. Bernasia Lading, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists on 4 of 9 shooting. Courtney Vandersloot, 0 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists on 0 for 1 shooting. Nair Sabali, no points, 4 rebounds. Kayla Thornton, 7 points, 3 rebounds on 2 of 4 shooting. Kennedy Berg, no points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Davis, who just came in, nothing across the board. And Leonia Fibush, 2 points, 1 rebound on 1 of 3 shooting. So New York overall was 26 of 63 for 41.3%. Seattle was 24 of 70 of 34%. Seattle shot 6 of 24 for 3 for 25%. New York was 3 of 21 for 14%. Free throws, Seattle was 9 of 14, 64%. New York was 19 of 20 for 95%. Seattle 43 rebounds, New York 46. Assists, Seattle 16, New York 19. Both teams had 8 steals apiece. New York 5 blocks, Seattle 3 blocks. Turnovers, New York 15, Seattle 14, and no fast break points. So that's your overall points and breakdown. So again, New York wins 74-63 to move to 4-0, while Seattle falls to 1-3. So what's your takes right now in terms of the final?
In terms of the final score, like I said, 74-63. Like I said, it was a much needed win. Like I said, it really wasn't their best game, so far of the year. But like I said, it was a game that they had to have, and they, good thing they didn't fall victim to lackluster effort since NECA's not playing for Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad they was able to pull out the win and figure out in the second half, like they could go in the post and just take care of business and, salted away at the free throw line, but like you said, these next games coming up is going to be better competition, so, hey, we got to step it up, man. The starters going to do their thing, but we need the bench to come on and do their thing, man, to spell them and, produce while they out there, not just get cardio out there.
That's a great point, because New York had 9 points in bench points. I mean, Seattle had 13, but when you're playing other teams, you're gonna run into those problems, against teams that are deeper, and they have a bench. You're going to need your bench to step up. So that's an excellent point there. So, so what do you got going on for the rest of the week?
For the rest of the week, I'm gonna be kind of busy this week, so I'll probably, like I said, I'll just pop in here on there and stuff like that.
Okay.
But, I'll get back on the horn probably after the weekend and stuff like that. It's, since the Knicks season is over, but there's other NBA still going on, and then also Giant stuff. So I think we'll do some little Giant stuff because OTAs and things like that, and little tidbits here and there and stuff.
Okay. I feel you. I feel you. So make sure you guys visit his YouTube channel. It's in the chat, the Man Cave Podcast on YouTube. Definitely hit him up. He has some great content. Let's help build his channel up too, just along with everyone else's. Again, New York wins 74-63. I myself this week, I'll be on with my partner MYG22, also known as Unpopular Opinion Sports. We're the hosts of the Heart of the City, where we tap into a lot of the New York City area sports scene, but we do tap across the whole country and give a lot of insights there. I'm also Wednesday, I'll be on the Pick and Roll podcast through the Hardcore Sports Network. Thursday, I'm going to be streaming the Liberty and the Sky. And then Saturday, I'll be on with the Halftime Coaching Adjustment Show, where me and my man Philly Halftime, two old guys, we sit down, we talk sports, as well as we talk about a lot of things, life, love, family. It's not just about sports. So we just give you our perspectives, our thoughts on everything. So you can also look for me on Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, where I give you my perspective on a lot of different sports scenes that are out there. Or if you want to hit me on Twitter, you can reach me at Skies Papa, SKYSPOPPA72. That's Skies Papa on Twitter. So I'm Coach Ed Gladney. This is my brother, the Man Cave. I really appreciate everyone for tapping in. Gritty win by the Liberty to move on. And we'll get ready for the next game. So to all of you in the chat, I thank you all for being here with us. I really appreciate you all. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. With that being said, you all have a great night and be safe. Peace.
Peace.